Alright, so what do you guys got to say about
The C2E2 scandal that everybody's going crazy about. That some people are like, oh, it just started. This shit's been happening for 4 or 5 years now with these exclusives.
bro?
Exclusives, and people are just finding out about it. So last year we went to New York Comic Con, and we get there early before the shit opens, and I'm with Paul, which most of you guys know. And we get there early. We're online. We get upstairs. We run quick to a store called Comic Mint that's selling all these exclusives. We're 20th in line. Now I found out from somebody that they're only selling 75 per day because they only have a limited amount. We're 20th in line, so we're fine. So we get up, and there's probably like 4 or 5 guys left. Some lady comes up and says we're all sold out for the day. How the fuck is that possible? We find out somebody sold about 20 or 30 on the side, and this happens at every fucking con. Now we get up to the counter, and of course I'm gonna complain, I'm gonna bitch. We're the comic, we're 20th in line. They just danced around it. Paul, on the other hand, went up and he said, "This is my first con. Do not do this to me. I can't have this as my first experience of not getting this book." He cried a little bit more. They gave him the book, so he was able to get the book. We went around the site, and there was an artist named Javon Jordan that's signing the same book that sold out. So we go to Javon, and told him straight out, I said, "Listen, not for nothing, dope artist, but your book that we waited on sold out, and we were 20th in line, and that shit sold out already." He goes, "For real? No, fuck that. We got you." And he came and gave us two copies to me and my cousin. Paul said, "Can I get one too?" I didn't get one. Now Paul just got one. Yeah, Paul, I'm calling you out, motherfucker. So, but
maybe he was bringing it back to me.
Yeah, but the whole point is this shit happens on a regular. There's people coming on the side, and they're copying these books, and they're reselling it for a ridiculous amount of money. Now, this shit happens, and I get it, it's a business, but at least at those point in times, you didn't see it. At C2E2, the store didn't open on time. So the person that wanted to buy all these books couldn't get it at the beginning, had to wait in line. So she waited in line in front of everybody. She bought 75 copies. She said those 75 copies were not all for her. But you're buying 75, they're only selling like 100 per day, I think it was, something like that. So the rest of the people online, they were fucked. There were like about 80, 90 people online for this book. Now, again, this is an exclusive that was out last year that didn't sell out. It was an homage to Ultimate Fallout 4. What they decided to do was take an acetate cover, staple it on that cover. Now you have 4 staples on this book. And by the way, this cover looks horrible.
And it looks horrible.
It looked horrible.
It's okay.
You saw it in real life.
No. I saw just the
image.
Pictures and stuff, the USA and stuff. I'm like, oh, come on.
I don't think it's necessary.
I didn't think it definitely wasn't necessary. But it sold out. Acetate covers on there, so that's a whole new issue. But the point is, the next day, CGC, somebody had 2 or 3 CGCs, and they were 9.9 and 10. There's no way that book should get a 9.9 or 10 when there's 4 staples. Once you alter a comic book, the value, everything goes down. There's no way to get a high grade. Mm-hmm. So what happened, CGC? What did you do? And this has been going on for a while.
It's curious how that happened. How did they put 2 new staples into an old book, pre-existing book? Because then you would have to break the binding, right?
Yeah.
So
it's not like they took those 2 old staples out and put the new one in.
But that would be restoration as well.
Yeah, and it got a blue label. It didn't get, like, if you alter a book, I think there's a certain
it gets the purple label.
Purple label,
restoration.
correct.
Yeah.
Right, and these are getting blue labels, 9.9, 10s. Go figure.
That was the audacity to give it a 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, you can't give that book a 10.
Nope.
It's literally been altered.
Somebody would have had to open it and stick more staples into it.
Yeah, but unless Marvel
That is
did
how
it,
it was manufactured, though, because they had to manufacture them. So that is how it was manufactured.
like a
so
10,
the
like a
potential to
10?
get a 10 is there, right?
And now the controversy is that person that got 75 copies just went to CGC school and got certified. Now I'm unclear if she got certified to be a witness or a grader. I don't know exactly what she got certified, but it's just big coincidence. Now all of a sudden 75 she got them back in a day, and she got these high grades. I mean, you want to say conspiracy?
Yeah, but you can pay for the walk. You can pay for the walkthrough though. I mean, were they there? They weren't there though.
They were
right?
there for 3 days. They were at the Florida site for 3 days. And
Wait.
they went through this whole process. They even have a picture with them holding these big ass certificates. And they had like videos of them talking to the people. They're showing them how to grade comics.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These are
Yeah.
the
No,
things
that's
that-
the thing. I'm talking about. You know, how did CGC get a hold of the
Oh,
books? I
how
mean, they weren't there at the show, right?
No. I don't know. At C2E2, that's a
I
big
think they were there.
That's a big
They
They
deal.
were
were.
there.
Then they can do on-site grading.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were there.
Yeah, were they doing on-site grading at the show? If they're doing on-site
But
grading
not
at
only
the show, then
so they encapsulating these books on site right there.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they do. Like when we had gone to Baltimore,
Mhm.
that's why part of the reason to go to Baltimore is because you can do the on-site grading. You bring it to them and you give it to them on like Thursday, and by Sunday you get the books back.
Really?
Yes,
And
that was the point.
Wow, I thought they were just taking the books for you, bringing it to Florida, and just shipping it to you
So
back. I didn't
that's
know
what they
that.
do at New York Comic Con. That's
That-
why I
yeah,
was
yeah.
wondering if they did it. I don't know. If they did on-site grading at the show, though, then yeah, she could have handed them in on Thursday, got them back Friday.
That's why
or
they.
even
That's
same
how.
day.
That's how they got it back so fast.
My only beef was the fact that you got to make money, right? But it was the fact that you said that all these people had pre-ordered and prepaid, and you're just letting them cut to the front of the line,
Mhm.
carrying full boxes away. Yo, if they've already prepaid, bro, give it to them later. Don't let them come get it in front of a line that's waiting. People waiting like hours or whatever, however long they're waiting, paid money to be in there, and you're just letting people.
Yeah.
Regardless, the optics is crazy.
And
like,
if they prepaid, don't put that number into the amount of books you're gonna give for that day. You can't take that 75 out of the 100 you're gonna
yeah.
give that day.
yeah.
So that's what my beef was, and that's what happened to us. You can't give books away and they're like, nah, that's it, we're done for the day. So,
Yeah.
and this has been happening for a long time, but this is the first time somebody's actually caught doing it. And
I don't know. Like I can't say like caught doing it again. Back to New York Comic Con, right? When I met Jock, Gary had wanted he did a. What was it? It was the last Detective Comics with the bats that formed the Joker's face.
I know you're talking
That
about, yeah.
issue, what did they do it? Foil? They
Mhm.
did it in foil. They
Yeah.
did it in foil, right? I'm talking to Jock. The show wasn't really open yet. He's at his table and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's right here." And they were going, "Yeah," they were like, "We sold them all." So in the moments that we were standing there, and the same thing too happened to me when I went up to how DC had the booth upstairs where they were selling like again the metal covers for Harley Quinn,
Right.
Justice League. What was it? Justice League. I forget what Justice League book it was. Justice League. Where they were with Darkseid in space. That Justice League.
Yeah,
book.
but you.
Anyway, they had foil versions of those, and I stood in line and waited at the booth, and they were like, "Oh, we sold out of all of these." And I was like, "But they still had them on the wall."
Right.
I was like, "I'll take that one then." And they were like, "No, we sold out." And they weren't sold out. It was just that they sold out the ones, like you said,
Right.
that they had there for the day. They were like, "Oh, we only bring 500 each day of these."
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is the first time that you actually see somebody take a stack right in front of everybody online and walk away with it.
Yeah.
That's the first time because they pre-ordered then and they prepaid supposedly, and then now and supposedly it's for one 10 for Time, 10 for this guy, 10 for that guy, and then all of a sudden all those people that had those books are now pumping these books for like $200-$300. And I'm like, how? Why would you do that? Supposedly you're for the community, That's not for the community. You know what I'm saying?
Buying
So,
75 units are not all purpose.
Yeah.
Going into anywhere else in promotion. But as far as the cap, 5 per person, well, these other 5% probably only buy 5.
well, and that's what I'm saying. And regular people is only 1 per person. So how the fuck did she get 75?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a nice little Illuminati going on.
Welcome to the comic community, everybody.
Peace.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.